Are you a parent who blames yourself for slipping up on doing things that ends up with a long list of pending chores by the end of the day? Then let me tell you, it's not your fault. You think you're procrastinating because you're lazy, lack self-control, consistency, and willpower. But the real cause is far from these reasons. Humans and their experiences are defined by the actions taken by a certain being. Confused? Let me explain. We are always operating out of one of the two different beings. One being follows the soul, and the other follows the mind. The being that follows the soul or the heart is always seeking to do more, looking at achieving more, enhancing life experiences, and pushing oneself outside of our comfort zones and expanding our potentials. On the other hand, your mind is designed to take care of you in situations of crisis or threats. So, the being that follows what the mind says always operates out of basics or living within limited boundaries. Let's take an example. You, as in your soulful self, is set out to evolve and expand in the area of physical fitness, and thus you decide to wake up early to exercise. But as the alarm rings, you suddenly listen to a voice in your mind saying, "You haven't had enough sleep. You're already doing so much through the day. You don't need exercise. You need more sleep and rest." And before you know it, you have listened to your mind and followed its instruction of going back to sleep and fallen off the track to your beautiful, healthy self. Making things worse for you are your fears of getting judged, fear of failure, and anxiety where you're not motivated to try anything new. And falling into this procrastination puddle stops you from achieving the best version of yourself. So, how can we keep ourselves inspired and stop procrastinating? First, you begin by dreaming big and backing it up by planning the tiniest milestone. Make success achievable by listing down your big goals and support them with an action plan that breaks down each tiny action point, helping you achieve those goals. Second, having clarity about why you're doing what you're doing helps immensely. Just like Simon Sinek says, there are two ways to influence human behavior. You can manipulate it or you can inspire it. Knowing your why well can help you keep your mind inspired. Third, always give yourself enough time to achieve what you said would do. Overcramming your to-do list forces you to push things to the sidelines and eventually it never gets done. Fourth, always maintain the habit of writing down the smallest task that needs attention. I strongly believe what gets written gets done. Fifth, consistency is the key. Don't allow yourself a no-show day. Small progress is also good. Sixth, timely treats win the game. Giving your brain the constant motivation to keep moving forward requires creating a reward system, just like you reward your child when they finish a task. Every time you complete a task on the sheet, give yourself a treat, and it could be ordering yourself a cup of coffee from Starbucks or something as simple as taking a 10-minute break.